and the cash registers, no. And mainly though, because like when I first heard the backing track, and I started singing to it, imagining this like underwater love business going on. Yeah, I imagined like three women, although they were Amazonian.
I imagine that all the time as well.
Really? Anyway, and then suddenly, like about a year and a half later, Levi's do this ad, and there's mermaids, and then this guy falls in the water, and he was the model that I always thought was really very tasty as well. And then suddenly he's in there as well, and it's just like synchronicity. It's a bit spooky.
But like the day when you find out, right, it is going to be us doing the Levi ad.
Yeah.
What is that like? Because I mean, like every band, I mean, it's almost a guarantee for success. If Levi's choose you to do like the music for one of their commercials, it is almost a guaranteed hit. I mean, what was the day when you were like, we got a Levi's ad?
Well, it was sort of like that, but we couldn't say that because it's not sure, and if it is sure, you can't tell anyone because then it won't happen. So it's like this big secret. So, it's a bit difficult,
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was good because we were all a bit worried when we first signed. We had this image in our heads of if we did really make it, would people be knocking on our doors wanting to know all our life secrets, bribing our mates, telling all the juicy bits. And it's like with Levi's, it meant that we didn't have to sell ourselves too much. It's just the song just went all over the world, and we sort of kept quiet for a bit.
All right, and now here's the big question: how many countries did you get to #1 in?
Well, really, Italy. Italy, they love it.
Be one then.
Yeah, and,
they love it out there.
Yeah, and it will be #1 in other places too. But that was but that was actually a track called Mr. Gorgeous and Miss Curvaceous.
Ah, right. Now, Mr. Gorgeous, which hasn't been. First of all, tell us, because that was your second release, right?
Yeah.
Tell us how come it hasn't been released over here, because there is quite an interesting story that I think all that lot should know about.
Well, there was a fear that because Radio 1 didn't put it on the playlist, then it wouldn't really make it because
I'm going to stop you there. Why didn't Radio 1 put it on their playlist?
Because they thought it was too different to Underwater Love. Underwater Love, there's a Brazilian bird, people know where they are, so, it's a bit, mermaids and all that. And then suddenly Mr. Gorgeous is in English, and it's got a guitar, and it's a bit like that, and it's like completely different. So they thought it's too different.
So Radio 1 have this power, right, that says, because basically, I mean, and this is for everybody watching as well, if you don't get on that playlist, basically you're in big poo-poo, to coin a phrase, aren't you? Because, I mean, that's what, a huge amount of people that listen to radio and buy records listen to Radio 1. So if you don't get on that playlist, you're not going to get heard.
Yeah, I mean, people are being, deprived of hearing new sounds. Do you know what I mean? And it's a shame because I think, how are people going to know what's out there if they're already, like, there's this filtering system that says you want Britpop, you will have Britpop, Yeah. People need to hear other stuff.
Absolutely. Now, before we start talking about the new single, I want to find out a little bit more about the band as well, okay? So, obviously, you're the babe at the front, and the rest of the guys aren't here. How long have you been together, and what made you decide that you wanted actually to be a little bit of a singer, mate?
Well,
tell us your life story. Where do you live? Can I come and live with you?
We've all been together about 2 years. We've all got this love of Brazilian music, so that's sort of the common.
You are actually half Brazilian as well.
I was born in Brazil, and I came here when I was 8. My mum's English, and so we've got this love of Brazilian music because it is just music from the heart, and it hits you here, hits you everywhere. I mean, I started singing really because I spent 6 months with my father when I was about 15 and met Brazil, met Rio, and that's when. I was very shy before, you see, and then when I went there, I suddenly realised who I was.
I'm going to believe that, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, God, I was like, I'd go redder than that, just like anything, just like.
Don't touch the knob.
Okay.
Don't touch your knob. Stay tuned.
Okay. Won't touch it.
Now, I'm going to have to actually bring this one up because I think it's an amazing story. Elton John's tribute to Princess Diana was #1 all over the world, except
in Italy.
Because.
They're bellissimo. No, because Mr. Gorgeous and Miss Curvaceous, they bought that.
She kept them off #1. Now, obviously, I mean, there's still hundreds of records sold, so it's great, and loads of money still goes into the fund, but you were more popular than that track, which is just incredible. How did that make you feel?
Well, it was rather nice. Yeah, it was nice. And I mean, Lady.
Oh, it was bloody lovely.
Yeah. It wasn't about Lady Di. It was
'cause
just about
obviously,
you know getting new music in, and you know we're going to do a lot of tracks for charity in the future, and we'll give it all to charity.
Well done. All right, now tell us a little bit about the new single. First of all, you're going to have to tell me what it's called, right? Because I can't quite get me tongue around it, as the actress said to the bishop.
Well, I heard you say it quite nicely earlier, so I think you should try it again.
Okay. Joga Bassa?
Nah, shit.
Nah.
No, it's Joga Bossa.
Joga Bossa. Come on, more.
Joga Bossa.
I'm starting to melt. You know, like that advert where it's like, you know, the ice begins to melt. I'm starting to feel like a little bit of a limp piece of lettuce hearing you say that. Can you just say what it's called again?
Joga Bossa.
God, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Now, I'm going to ask you a couple of weirder questions now.
Right.
If you could see yourself as a piece of confectionery to be purchased from your local sweet shop, what piece of confectionery do you think that would be, Nina?
Turkish Delight.
And why is that? Have you been asked this before? That was an instant answer.
No, I can't say that about myself, can I?
I don't know.
Juicy.
Now look, the new single, which we're going to see the whole video of now, is out on the 24th of November. Rush out and buy it because Radio 1 are going to play it.
Bossa Nova for me, had your radio. Colors in line, everyday things like a stick or a fly. Pair of peach, girl on the beach, talking, let's speak. Brazilian, Portuguese, abacaxi and pineapple. Banana, banana, hot in the sun, hot on the skin. Feliz e Belé, na TV, on TV, hat trick, lit trick. The kings of the day, ease away the pain of the day today. Traveling, you can come too. To smoke is for mine, escape, passa, vai jogar bossa, não vai samba. Joga 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 bossa. Joga bossa, não vai samba. Joga bossa, não vai samba. Joga bossa, não vai samba. Joga bossa. Hello, I'm Nina from Smoke City and you're watching Rockmania.
My ovaries jumped out and bought it. This girl stuff, I have to have it. But I got it home and the mirror flips around and they put a magnifying mirror. That's cruel. Now you're staring at my pores times 12 thinking I need spackle. Maybe I should warn a girl, you know, right on it. Objects may appear uglier than they actually are. Not kidding. I had a little zit, it looked like a brain tumor. And my boyfriend was coming over, and this is back when I cared. Things changed a little. He comes over, now I have my holy underwear scratching my butt. Hey. Pull my finger. But, you know, back then I wanted to impress him, you know, so I had to cover up this huge zit before it, you know, was birthed. And I didn't know how to cover it, so I thought, if I take my eyebrow pencil, you know the one you color in your eyebrows after you pluck them all out? I colored them in too high once. I looked shocked at everything I saw. I'm not surprised, I'm pretty. So anyway, I took my eyebrow pencil. I figured if I color a black dot on top of the zit, it'll look like a beauty mark. It didn't. It looked like I had a tick sucking on my face. Which wasn't the look I was going for. And my boyfriend jumped on me with a cigarette. I got it. I'm not really good with makeup. Everything I know about makeup, I learned from my Barbie head. So, I know how to wear blue eyeshadow and look like a hoe. Remember Barbie heads? The girls do. The guys like, well, Barbie's giving head now. I gotta go shopping. No, it's a Barbie head, right? You brush your hair and her head would fall over. That was fun, yeah. I used to put her neck between my knees to hold it up. Did you do that when you brushed the hair? Which worked, but man, it really scared my mom when she walked in the bedroom. She said, turn the face out when you comb that thing. No, I got really good though at doing her hair, so I thought that would be the coolest job ever, you know? So I went to beauty school, become a hairdresser, you know? Man, it's a lot different working on real people. Hold still, lady. She was screaming. I forgot to turn her face out. Stop, that tickles. No charge. I'm kidding. Yeah, he's like 14. No, but you know what? It's so nice now because we can just be ourselves. Because back then, man, oh man, I did the really frou-frou thing. I just was, our first date, like, we'd go hiking. He's that type, I don't like it. I tried though. He's like, come on, let's go hiking up that hill. Woo! Like, why? Is there a mall up there? But I tried. He ruined it for himself because I was being a good sport walking and he did the I'm a fake spider thing up my back. You know, he took his fingers and he goes, ah, 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 ah. I went, ah! Got him. I broke his nose. I didn't mean to, but you know, I was frightened and dainty. He was laying there bleeding all over. I didn't know what to do, you know, I'm such a survivalist. I'm in the middle of the woods going through my purse looking for something to stop the flow of blood. Don't get ahead of me. He would have never known, except a little string hanging out, you know. This better not be what I think it is. Sorry sorry, honey, I'm out of wings. And he couldn't get it out, you know, because, you know, you use those, they swell up. Just going, get over here. I'm looking for the camera. This is a Kodak moment. I have a great shot of him, too. It's so funny. Oh, honey, look. Remember when you had toxic shock syndrome?
Stay tuned for more Comedy Central's special delivery.
Strangers, ew. I know you guys are going, ew. It's not sexy like in the movies, like they make it picture, you know, like all the girls are in there going. Oh, let me zip you up, Tiffany. A real dressing room with a bunch of women trying on stuff way too small for them. How can I zip these up? There's no bed to lay on. I'm a size 4. You're a 4x4. Put that back. There's all these mirrors, you know, isn't it like it's like a horror house of fat asses? I hate it. I hate trying on bras because, well, yeah. It's not the joke, right? It's so embarrassing because you go in there and you want to try them on in private, you know, whatever your misery is, you want to be in there alone. Too big, too little, 3, whatever. I went in there and the girl who works there pops her head in. Hey, how's that bra look? Looks like it did on the hanger. Just wanted to see what my head would look like on it. She goes, oh, wait, I've got just what you need. You sell breasts? Hey, bring me 3. In case I get a flat. She goes, no, I've got the Wonder Bra. Wonder what I'm gonna put in it. It's got wires in it. Come on. The wires are supposed to take everything you do have and just shove it up to the top for viewing. I've got my butt in it now. I wish I could. I have a really nice cleavage back here, you guys. I'm just sitting on it. What a waste. I should wear my dresses backwards. Hi, honey. Woo! I don't think guys would notice the difference, do you? Whoa, nice boobies. You're short. You got a long neck there, missy. Oh, I try everything, too. I really do. I know you should just accept your body, right, girls? That's how the girls saying that. Because, you know, there's even makeup tricks to make your boobs look bigger. Can you imagine? Like, I want to date the idiot that fools. No, they're breasts. Oh, it's raining. There they go. Makeup tricks. You know how that works? You're supposed to take blush you use on your cheek and create the illusion of a cleavage, a little shadowing. How about a black marker? Look at that. Don't fall in. So stupid. I should just write cleavage. My boyfriend makes fun of me. Can you believe that? Why do you wear a bra? What a waste of material. Hey, you wear underwear.
Comedy Central's What's Out, What's In. Out. Baseball caps backwards. In. Yarmulkes for all.
Hair removal is such a problem for us. We have to, you know, we have to shave everything. Is that fair? Our legs, our pits, our tarantula? To shave our armpits. Whose idea was that? That's a concave area with a straight razor. Could we invent something? Because the best I can do is a mohawk. You can't see under there. You just... Oh, blood, I should stop. And our whole legs. I mean, we shave from our toe to our other toe. I'm a shower shaver, you girls. Yeah, that way the blood goes right down the drain. Yeah, because guys shave what, from here to here, right? Can't even do that without cutting yourself. Let's throw a little genital in there. I want to see a guy in the shower with his leg wrapped around his neck. Wouldn't be banging on the door so loud then, would they? What are you doing in there? You don't want to know. You come in here, I'm going to do it to you. It's horrible. I'm shaving it. And can you tell me where the breeze comes from in the shower? It's a hot, steamy shower. You pick up a razor. You can't shave around a goosebump. I was lopping them off. Be right out. What a smooth shave this is gonna be. Oh, wait, look, red bumps are popping up. Hey! I feel pretty. Bumps. Nobody's coming near. Honey, it's razor rash. Come back. He's like, not without a note. How do you cover that? I don't know. I just figured if I run into the ocean waist deep, nobody could see, you know. Who put salt in here? Now, there are two people who can walk on water. That is so... Hair removal is such a problem for us, isn't it? And you know what happened one time, this is recently, my boyfriend walked in the shower and caught me, you know, tarantula, be gone. And he didn't know what I was doing, and he got really concerned, you know, because that little area, he's very concerned with. You know? Yeah, he walked in and he goes, hey, what are you doing? Like, honey, no, don't worry. We'll just, you know, shave a little bit. No big deal. Bathing suit. And he's like, oh. Hey, well, while you're at it. What? He goes, you know, why don't you, shave it into a little shape for me? Because it's not a topiary garden? Shape. What would you like, a barnyard animal? I'll tell you what, you twist your pee-pee into a poodle, we'll talk. Thank you very much, you guys.
Well, that's it for this week's Comedy Central special delivery. We'd like to take this time to thank you.
Hello and a sultry, sensuous welcome to the Good Sex Guide Late. Ladies, how would you cope if you loved your man but just couldn't bear to touch him? Down below. And gentlemen, would you like to have great sex at your fingertips? Susie Heyman will be giving you a helping hand or two if I don't keep a tight eye on her throughout the show. First things first though, big is beautiful, size is sexy, and you better believe it. Welcome to the programme, Linda and Bill Koch. Now Linda, have you all...
Hello there. Since leaving my former job, I seem to have rather a lot of time to indulge in televisual entertainments, and my favourite is the A-Force. Whoopee! Yes.
Oh, the A-Force, it's wicked, it's boom, it's zoom, it's budap, it's good. Actually, you know, the only thing that's missing on the programme is me.
So there you have it, the A-Force, backed by popular demand, next Friday, 11:15 on BBC 2.
It's quite satisfactory, really. Can I go home now?
Great. Monster. Amazing. Marvellous. Extraordinary. Well,
It's fantastic, full of surprises.
it's quite beautiful.
Gorgeous. It's changed my life.
Voila! Bingo. Even better than that.
The Fast Show, BBC Two, Friday nights. It's all right, I suppose.
The Fast Show, tonight at 9:30 on BBC Two.
Simple as that.
Movie and music news for BBC Two in 25 minutes. Kylie's new single, and Toby's on the set of The Phoenix and the Carpet in Electric Circle.